Our next presentation is titled Virtual Voids. Diving into the Metaverse Damages the Human Psyche. Please welcome Kenzie Smith.
Have you ever wanted to travel to another world, to experience an adventure like you read in fantasy books? The Metaverse offers endless entertainment at the tip of your fingers. At the touch of a button, transport yourself across the world, attend your favorite rock concert inside the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, or scale the Great Wall of China. Companies like Meta have recently turned this idea into a reality by creating virtual reality headsets that allow you to see and interact with any world of your choosing. It is becoming increasingly popular with companies like Apple, Facebook, and Microsoft. The Metaverse is a virtually created 3D space where you're able to connect and interact with anyone from around the world. It immerses you in a reality where you can feel things from the real world, yet your eyes and ears are transported to another dimension. Compared to our real world struggles, it seems perfect. But is the Metaverse really good for our mental health and relationships? And if so, is there even a reason to be physically present in this reality? Although many people believe that the Metaverse could improve mental health and be a good way to develop relationships, I argue that the Metaverse is inconsistent with the communicative embodiment God created us to have and is causing negative psychological effects on us. First, God created us to be physically in person and present with one another. According to the Christian author Rob Moll, early physical interactions shape our neural development, impacting us into adulthood. And babies who grow up without love, care, or physical connection tend to have lower IQ, worse physical health, and less emotional capacity. Teens and adults also suffer without physical connection. According to Tulane University, physical and mental health are correlated. And social isolation is linked to various health issues like anxiety, depression, and low cardiovascular health. God sent his only son down as a physical human to save us from our sins. In order to do that, Jesus needed to be fully God and fully man, meaning he needed to be divine as well as have a physical body. He needed to struggle with human bodily desires and needs together with us in order to save us. Now, some believe that the Metaverse, it can help people express themselves and communicate without the problems they may face in the real world. But the Metaverse will never be able to replicate the interactions that we receive in the real world. Sherry Turkle, a professor of social studies of science and technology at MIT, says, "The Metaverse lacks genuine human connection and offers a false sense of community. Online relationships don't fulfill our need for reciprocal support and growth in virtues. Online connections may alleviate loneliness temporarily, but fail to provide genuine support. And true communities involve shared responsibilities, shared experiences, and a genuine in-person connection, which is something virtual spaces lack. Moreover, constant online interactions destroy our emotional fortitude and cause us to become lower functioning adults. According to Sherry Turkle, a professor of psychology, when avoiding problems, We do not develop the resilience that we would normally achieve by completing tasks and struggling through challenges in our daily lives. Sherry Turkle says that when we become so immersed in technology and all that it has to offer, we forget everything we know about our lives in the real world. Without constant practice, skills like being able to deal with real people slowly fade and dissipate. This causes us to become scared and anxious of real-world interactions and makes us retreat back into the only thing that can make us comfortable, the metaverse. This is exactly what happened to Adam. Adam is a 43-year-old man who spends all of his time on video games. He is on the verge of losing his job due to having no motivation and depression. He gets almost no sleep, but refuses to cut back on games because he says he needs them for his self-esteem. They're his only source of comfort and safety now that he finds the real world overwhelming. And the person that he considers his closest friend never talks to him anymore because she moved on to another game. The amount of time he's spending online is causing him to make no progress in his dreams or aspirations. Online accomplishments haven't made him happier in the real world either, despite his previous claims. And whenever he feels like his real life is falling apart, he hops back into the fake one in hopes of an escape. While inside the metaverse, disconnections from the real world will cause worse feelings of anxiety and depression due to total immersion within a fake world. We lose our motivations and ambitions and any desire to be in the real world again. Some believe that the metaverse can create environments that can help people express themselves, that can protect and nurture those who are prone to depression and anxiety. And although the metaverse may be able to offer a sense of protection to those who are already suffering from mental health issues, there is a risk of it becoming a substitute for real-world coping mechanisms. Relying solely on virtual environments for progression will hinder the development of strategies for managing stress and anxiety in the real world. Yogesh Dwivedi, a professor of digital marketing and innovation, says that researchers in cyberpsychology have found that when humans take pleasures and experiences from virtual spaces, it comes at the cost of our physical and mental health. While the metaverse may motivate people to communicate without the struggles of face-to-face interactions, it may also contribute to social isolation if people become overly reliant on virtual connections. In the end, we humans have always sought fulfillment. In our search for this fulfillment, we have found ourselves torn between the allure of the metaverse and the world God created for us. But this is the world where we find the essence of our humanity. The metaverse can offer us an escape from a horrible world, but it can never replace or mimic the depth of our human emotions and the bond between two people. So let's embrace the beauty of our existence on this earth and create a world where we don't run from our hardships, but embrace God's purpose on this stunning, real universe He created, not in the metaverse. Thank you.